Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports. We're here at Memorial Field at Mamaroneck High School for this Class A semifinal game between the defending Class A state champion Mamaroneck Tigers, the 1 seed, and the number 5 seed Suffern Mounties. Suffern came off an upset win. They beat North Rockland in the quarterfinals 4-1. North Rockland was the 4, Suffern with the upset win as the 5 seed, and Mamaroneck won 8-0 against Arlington. When we get back, we will have the opening face-off here on opening hit here on LMC Varsity Sports. First for the visiting Suffern Mounties. The starters for the Mounties are number 7, Katie Gannon. Number 9, defense, Kathleen Geary. Number 11, defense, Carly Shapiro. Number 17, forward, Sophie J. Number 18, midfield, Alyssa Conklin. Number 19, midfield, Taylor Modica. Number 21, defense, Number 22, midfield, Riley Malik. Number 24, forward, Elizabeth Trojan. Number 25, forward, Megan McCarran. And the goalie, number 99, The Mounties are coached by head coach Gabby Soma and assistant Ed Provenzano, and the rest of the Mountie reserves. Now for the starters for your Mamaroneck Tigers. Starting at defense, number 4, Olivia Golden. Starting at attack, number 6, Grace Fitzgerald. Starting at attack, senior number 7, Lizzie Clark. Starting at defense, number 9, senior Emma Spitz. Starting at midfield, number 16, Paige Danahy. Starting at midfield, number 17, Katie Cotter. Starting at defense, number 19, Emily Mallon. Starting at midfield, number 20, Sophie Miller. Starting at attack, number 22, Megan Mullaney. And starting at defense, number 23, Sophia Lepore. And the goalie is junior, number 99, Charlotte Mackey. Is coached by assistant Tricia Miller, and the head coach is Mr. John Savage. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, just about set for the opening hit. As Suffern will have it. I'm Charlie McGraw, joined by cameraman Xavier Campo, Ray Marcelik, and community sports producer and cameraman, Mr. Rob Moretti. Second field hockey game back-to-back we're showing this weekend. His first game was a 8-0 win aired right before this one in the quarterfinal, just 2 days ago, for Mamaroneck, a win over number 9 Arlington, 8-0. They had 5 goals in the first 10 minutes. Looking to score early again is Mamaroneck. They center it with an illegal hit, and it'll be a free hit for the Mounties. Suffern comes into this one as the 5 seed. They actually had to play, whereas Mamaroneck got a first-round bye. Suffern had to play a first-round game. They beat Fox Lane at home 3-1. Then they upset North Rockland, albeit a 5-4. First penalty corner of the game is won by Mamaroneck here. At North Rockland, 4-1. And it'll be taken here at the penalty corner by Sophie Miller. Miller had a couple goals in the last game, and Lizzie Clark with the bouncing shot, saved initially and saved by the goalie Alyssa Sanchez for her first of the game. Mamaroneck was looking to put in the rebound right in front of Sanchez. Mamaroneck 15-1-1, defending Class A state champions. As mentioned, they beat Arlington, the number 9 seed, 8-0 in the quarterfinal here 2 days ago. Good to see Katie Cotter in the lineup for Mamaroneck, as she, it looked like during warm-ups, hurt herself, but looks to be okay, so that's good. She's starting. Mamaroneck scored about this time, about actually 3 minutes in. It was Lizzie Clark 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the first, and their win over Arlington 8-0. These two teams played earlier in the season, about a month and close to a month and a half ago on today's Halloween. It was on 9/21, so about 40 days ago. Another penalty corner won for Mamaroneck. And Mamaroneck won easily 9-0. A much different Suffern team. They beat them last year in the quarterfinal, in the semifinal as well, when Suffern was the 4 seed last season, and it was a closest game in their state championship run. They won the state championship about 6-0 and beat Suffern 5-0. So, as Lizzie Clark has a shot from the outside, and it'll be played in, and a long corner one is a save by Sanchez, number 2. Not unable to put it in was Emily Mullen. And we're past the time where Mamaroneck scored their goal in their first playoff, in the first round playoff win over Arlington. And this one will be a free hit for the Mounties. Mamaroneck dominating ball early like they did against Arlington. This one played in by Miller, looking for Lizzie Clark, intercepted by the defense of Suffern, and swing and a miss there by Taylor Modica, and it'll be a violation on her and a free hit coming for Suffern. Just shy of the 4-minute mark here in the first half, no score. This one will be cleared by the Mounties. That one will be played in by Mamaroneck, and a kick by Suffern. Free hit, and a penalty corner one from way out, earned by Olivia Golden. This one will be played in by Sophie Miller. And the shot there by Grace Fitzgerald, redirected and scored by Paige Dennehy. So Grace Fitzgerald with the early assist to Paige Dennehy, and Dennehy gets the first goal of the game 5 minutes, 2 seconds in, and it's an early 1-0 lead for the Mamaroneck Tigers. Nice cross by Fitzgerald and a redirect by Dennehy for the first goal. Played in by the Tigers once again, looking to go up 2-0, and a foul against Mamaroneck and Megan Mullaney. There'll be a free hit coming for the Mounties. Free hit coming for Suffern. Mamaroneck went with the same starting line that they did against Arlington. And it'll go out for a free hit for the Tigers. Suffern coached by Gabby Soma, assistant Ed Provenzana, and Mamaroneck coached by John Savage, Trisha Miller. It's Coach John Savage shouting words of instruction to his team. As it'll be a free hit once again, and it'll be dribbled in as you can do in field hockey from the sideline. This one towards the middle, played by Tigers, and a free hit coming for Suffern. Free hit for Mamaroneck's Emma Spitz. Swing and a miss by Spitz. Free hit coming for Suffern here. Suffern has it. Another free hit coming, and the ref will call it back, and he'll play it from the 30. And it'll be played towards the goal, but as we'll have a time. That one was untouched, so that goal did not count because it has to be. You can't score from that position, so it has to be redirected. The green card is warned. As the official was influenced by the coaches on the Suffern sideline, as the Gabby Soma and Ed Provenzano were yelling at them to call the trip, and the FAR official ran in from 30 yards away and called it, as where the near official, who was right in front of it, did not call it. So we'll have a free hit from Mamaroneck, even though it was a green card issued to Mamaroneck's. Sophia Lepore, yeah, she was issued the green card. That's why she's on a knee next to the table. It's like the card before a yellow card in field hockey. It's where in soccer you just have the yellow and the red. It was definitely a trip, I agree with that, but one official closest to it didn't call it. And then when the Suffern coach said something to him, the other official came in and discussed it with him. Either way, it looked to be a foul, but I don't know if the green card was the right call, but in any event, it was a foul, so about the right thing by the official to come in and overrule the other official for them to discuss it, but they didn't call it initially. Anyway, it was the right call. So we'll have a free hit coming for Mamaroneck. 1-0, 8 minutes, 50 seconds into this one. Goal by Paige Dennehy, 5:02 in, assisted by Grace Fitzgerald. And that one will be played. Sophie Brill had a goal for Mamaroneck against Arlington towards Lizzie Clark, and a high stick up by Clark, free hit coming for the Mounties, and they'll have to put it in the right position. So it was re-whistled. This one will be played forward by Mamaroneck. Out, and a free hit coming for Suffern. As this one will be played forward by the Mounties, and a foul against Olivia Golden. Suffern before the game was very fired up for this one as they were dancing on the field, yelling, screaming, you know, trying to get fired up against Mamaroneck. And so far they've done a good job as Mamaroneck, most of their games would be up by a couple goals already. We're past the 10-minute mark, but only up 1-0 here. On the nice cross by Grace Fitzgerald to Paige Dennehy. 5:02 into this one. Suffern's defense gets another turnover. Free hit coming. Won there by Alyssa Conklin, the senior midfield. This one intercepted though by junior midfield. Sophie Miller plays it up, looking for Grace Fitzgerald out, and it'll be team captain by Grace Fitzgerald and Lizzie Clark from Mamaroneck. This one will be played up by Tigers. Shot towards the goal. And a foul by Paige Dennehy. Free hit coming. Winner of this one will play number 2, Horace Greeley, or number 3, Scarsdale, who's playing right now at Scarsdale. Oh no, at Horace Greeley. Foul on Mamaroneck, free hit coming. Foul on Mamaroneck. Emma Spitz comes back into the game for Sophie Brill. And Suffern has it as they play it back and then come forward with it. They'll switch the field there. This one will be played forward by Mamaroneck to Megan Mullaney. She's looking for Lizzie Clark. Clark will get it after it couldn't be handled there by Kate Lenahan, and a penalty corner won by Lizzie Clark, and it'll be taken by Sophie Miller with 12 minutes 40 seconds gone by in the first half. And this one will be played back to Cotter. Cotter switches to Fitzgerald, intercepted by Suffern. Fitzgerald gets it back towards the middle of the box, and it is deflected home as it was Fitzgerald who passed it to Paige Dennehy, who and it was scored there by Katie Cotter looked to score it. So Katie Cotter gets the goal on the assist.
All right, Blue, let's go.
Assist by Paige Dennehy as the first pass. Field hockey, there's only one assist. To Grace Fitzgerald. Would have got the second assist to Dennehy. Cotter scored it with 13-10 into this one. It was either Cotter or Marlin, but it looked like it was Cotter who redirected it in. And this one will be played up by Mamaroneck is down on it. And at the midfield now, we'll bring it up for Suffern. That was Kate Linehan. And it'll be towards the circle, and a free hit won as the trip. Sophie J won it as she was tripped up by Grace Fitzgerald, and it'll be a free hit coming for Suffern. Have not got a shot in this one. Free hit won by Taylor Modica. And first penalty corner of the game won by Suffern. It's about 14 minutes and 40 seconds, just about the halfway point of this first half, and they'll get our first penalty corner for Suffern here. Alyssa Conklin will take it. As in the penalty corner, you have the 4 defenders plus the goalie, and then you get 6 players in the box. Towards the goal, and a save on a close one. Charlotte Mackey with her first save of the game, and another penalty corner coming for Suffern. So a great opportunity in that shot. It looked like Sophie J took it, and it was kicked away, first save, as Alyssa Sanchez has 4 saves, and now 1 save for Charlotte Mackey. Played by Suffern. Again, a long shot, almost redirected on the initial play by Sophie J, and a long corner coming first of the game, as it was Allison Shippus who had it close to the goal and won the long corner for Suffern. And that one will be played towards the box. Intercepted, though, by Katie Cotter, who had the second goal. And they go out for a free hit for them. Timeout will be taken by Mamaroneck. And 14:04 to go in the first half. 2 goals, one by Paige Dennehy, one by Katie Cotter. Mamaroneck leads 2-0. We'll be right back with the rest of the first half here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports following the Mamaroneck timeout. It'll be brought up by Emily Mullen. Field hockey, they get about 2 or 3 minutes for a timeout. That's what they took. They got 1 per half. As it'll be played by Sophia Lepore before the forward Elizabeth Trojan could get there. And that'll be a foul against Suffern. Free hit coming for the Tigers. And played in towards the box for a second by Lizzie Clark, but she's defended hard by the defender right in front of the goal, and a save by Sanchez will stop play as it was a foul after she made the save. 5 saves for her, and free hit coming for Suffern. Mamaroneck had about more than double the shots total at this point of the game. They're also up 5-0 against Arlington at this point, but 2-0 is where this game stands. 13 minutes to go in the first half. Suffern a much better team than Arlington, both from up north, but Arlington a little further away than Suffern is. So this one will be played forward by the Tigers to Grace Fitzgerald. And that one towards Sanchez in the goal, and the JV call-up. Bridget Knowles had a crack at it, but it was knocked away by the Suffern defense, and it'll be played up here by Brianna Witt. And played here by Emily Mullen. Intercepted by Elizabeth Trojan for a second, and then back to Mamaroneck. And it'll be played by Lizzie Clark. And a save by Sanchez on the floor as she dove for it and made her 6th save of the day and kept it a 2-0 deficit for Suffern with 11:45 to go in this first half. Good, very close game, more close than Mamaroneck's used to playing. Their 2 closest games were against Class B powerhouses this year, 0-0 tie and to Rye, and 3-0 to one of the best teams in the country in Lakeland. They lost 3-0 to at Lakeland. Lakeland's a Class B school, which is good for Mamaroneck because they would have to play them in the sectional final if they were Class A in field hockey. They are Class B, so that is a relief for Mamaroneck. Both they're the two best teams in the section are Mamaroneck and Lakeland. This one will be played up by Suffern. And it'll be go out for a free hit far side of the field for Suffern's Brianna Witt. Foul against Lizzie Clark. Free hit coming for Katie Gannon. Intercepted though by the Tigers' Paige Dennehy and intercepted back, and Lizzie Clark nearly got it back. Lizzie Conklin won it, and Lizzie Clark draws a foul. And she'll have to play it without Conklin so close to her. The official corrects her, and they play on here. Foul against Bridget Knowles. Free hit coming for Suffern. It'll go up as we approach the 10-minute mark in the first half. 2-0 Mamaroneck goals. 13-10 in by Katie Cotter, assisted. That one was assisted by Paige Dennehy, who also has a goal. 5:02 in. This one will go to Lizzie Clark, and a great save on a rip shot there by Lizzie Clark, and a best save of the day by goalie Alyssa Sanchez, number 7. But a great shot by Lizzie Clark that was kicked away. Penalty corner coming. 9:45 remaining in the first half. Penalty corner for Mamaroneck, and a huge save there by Sanchez to keep it a 2-0 game on the kick save on the rip. Slap shot by Lizzie Clark, who had 2 goals against Arlington, 2 early goals. In the first 6 minutes. And this one will be played on the penalty corner by Sophie Miller to Grace Fitzgerald. Finally cleared, and a free hit, 1 foul against Suffern. In field hockey, there are a lot of stoppages for fouls, a lot of free hits. So that's why the free hit, probably it's one of the reasons why in the free hit you can dribble it out, because there's so many times that happens. You don't have to just hit it, you can dribble it out if you want on the free hit. This will be our final regular season game from Mamaroneck High School, as we could have a Rhinebeck playing in the regional semifinal soccer if they beat Hastings today, which would be great, next week. And a late play there as a bump-in by Katie Cotter with Elizabeth Trojan as they bumped into each other. But Mamaroneck, if they do advance to regional final, I think Rob, LMC Varsity sports producer, Rob Moretti, would cover it, the regional final, if Mamaroneck advances. But at Mamaroneck High School, this is our last telecast of this fall season. Penalty corner won by Mamaroneck. This one will be played by Lizzie Clark, intercepted by Suffern, and a foul by Lizzie Clark, and Suffern will escape that penalty corner once again. They're doing a good job defending the penalty corners. Goals didn't come on penalty corners for Mamaroneck. Came on set plays from the field. This one will be brought up on midfield for Suffern's Brianna Witt. She played it forward, intercepted though. Grace Fitzgerald on that nice backhand play we saw to Bridget Knowles. We saw her score on a play like that. Unbelievable goal, the way she just, took the stick basically backwards and grazed the stick the other day against Arlington. And this one will be pushed back a little by that official. Official's doing a very good job in this one. And that one will be... will not count, as it looked like it might have been deflected in, which would have counted, but the official said it was not deflected, and Paige Dennehy cannot score her goal. But because of the contact from Suffern, it's a long corner won by Mamaroneck. As instead of a free hit for Suffern, they gave a long corner. She's dribbling it on her stick is Fitzgerald, because she's not allowed from that far out, you're not allowed to score with it being deflected. And Dennehy, it looked like Dennehy's shot might have been redirected by Fitzgerald or a Mamaroneck player, but the official said it wasn't, and thus resulting in the long corner. Only a second long corner of the day. Clark shoots it towards Sophie Miller, but she's unable to score. She's stopped by the defense, and save number almost 10 already for the goalie, Alyssa Sanchez, just a junior playing well. Arlington's goalie played well the other day against Mamaroneck. She made about 25 saves.
Get it, there you go!
Emma, I think her name was Emma McLaughlin for Arlington. She was a good goalie, though only a sophomore. Get her last name, but for Arlington. Free hit coming. Definitely Arlington's goalie did play well, even though she gave up 8 goals. She made about 25 saves. Mamaroneck had a shot about every 2 minutes. 2 minutes and change. Free hit coming for Mamaroneck. It'll be played forward towards the circle, and it'll go out for it'll be a Suffern free hit with under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half at Mamaroneck High School.
Way to go, Kate. Come on, Blue, get in there.
Free hit coming for Emma Spitz. She dribbles it quickly. Grace Fitzgerald stops it for a second. Played up, and Fitzgerald has it. Played forward and knocked out by Suffern. Free hit coming for Mamaroneck with 4 minutes remaining. This one will be played by Mamaroneck. Katie Cotter has it, plays it towards Grace Fitzgerald, and it'll be redirected towards the Suffern goal, knocked out by the Mounties. Lizzie Clark has it. She scoops it high, and it goes out on the lift shot by Lizzie Clark, and it'll be a free hit for Suffern. That would have been a spectacular goal for Clark, but just a bit high. And Suffern will bring it up, looking to keep this game at 2-0 by the time we get to the half, which is in 3 minutes, and intercepted there by Katie Gannon. Mamaroneck keeping it in the zone, and a foul against Elizabeth Trojan. Foul by Mamaroneck. Free hit coming for the Mounties with 2:35 remaining. And it'll be hit by Alyssa Conklin to go up. Intercepted by Suffern as we hit the 2-minute mark. Played in by Katie Cotter. Grace Fitzgerald has it. We'll go out for a free hit for Fitzgerald, and she'll lift it up. Nearly taken by Emily Mallon. Brought up by Elizabeth Trojan. That one will go off Mamaroneck, and they'll give a long corner to the Mounties with 1:05 to go in the first half. So Suffern has it in Mamaroneck's zone after Mamaroneck had it in Suffern's half of the field for most of the half. Grace Fitzgerald, though, intercepts here. She'll try and bring it forward. She has Bridget Knowles in front of her and Lizzie Clark behind Knowles now. Going to the left was Clark. Knowles passed it to her. Clark takes on the defense, gets by the first defender. And Clark centers to Knowles, but Knowles can't handle the pass, and a penalty corner won by Mamaroneck with 35 seconds remaining in this first half. Mamaroneck needs to move. They're going for a play. They don't have that much time, though. 25 seconds. Finally, Miller will play it. Sophie Miller. There's 20 seconds left. Here, Miller. This will probably be the last, definitely be the last play of the half, and Fitzgerald can't handle the pass from Miller on the penalty corner towards the box, and it will be a free hit for Suffern, and that will do it for the first half. So Suffern was able to hold off Mamaroneck as Mamaroneck scored the first 2 goals in the first 13 minutes and 10 seconds of the first half by Paige Dennehy, Katie Cotter. Then he also assisted on Cotter's goal, and Grace Fitzgerald assisted on Dennehy's goal. So it's 2-0 Mamaroneck, a good first half of field hockey, and we will be back with the second half here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Charlie McGraw alongside cameraman the X-Man Xavier Campo, Rob Moretti, and Ray Marcelik. Mamaroneck had the opening hit of the second half as they have a 2-0 lead, and they'll have the ball here just at the start of Suffern territory, but they push it ahead quickly. Lizzie Clark plays it towards the middle of the circle. And a free hit won by the Mounties. Suffern lost 9-0 to Mamaroneck about 40 days ago, but much different team as they only trail 2-0 right now. Just started the second half. And goals by Paige Dennehy, 5:02 in it, and she assisted on the goal to Katie Cotter, and Grace Fitzgerald also had an assist. This one will be played in. Emma Spitz redirected by Megan Mullaney. Katie Cotter was right next to Mullaney. But Mullaney redirected it, and it'll be a free hit for the Mounties. Intercepted by Emily Mullen. Played up. Suffern will put it in Mamaroneck's territory for the first time. Bringing it up will be Sophia Lepore, the defender. Mamaroneck has it now, played in Paige Dennehy. Free hit, but they reset where it was taken from for Mullaney. It'll be a free hit for the Tigers, as they have it here. Brought up by Sophie Miller towards the box, but cleared out by the defense and Suffern. So they'll have, as they'll bring it forward, will Alyssa Conklin, free hit coming, and it'll be a kick by Suffern, free hit coming for Mamaroneck. And it'll be Sophie Miller. And a penalty corner will be won. That one was just left for the player behind, Emma Spitz, it was left for her, but this one will be shot by Fitzgerald, redirected, and a kick on Mamaroneck, and Suffern will have a free hit. Grace Fitzgerald has it towards the goal, nearly scored, but a great save by the goalie, Alyssa Sanchez. 2 more saves. It's 12 right now, unofficially. Save number 13 for Sanchez, as she has kept them in this game easily. She's the reason it's 2-0 for sure. Great goalie play again against Mamaroneck, as even though they scored 8 goals, there was good goalie play by the Arlington goalie in the 8-0 win, about 25 saves for her, but half that right now, and 6 less goals given up by the goalie. Alyssa Sanchez, just a junior for Suffern. Played in by the Tigers, and towards the circle, redirected by Mulaney, but it goes out for a free hit. Brought up by Elizabeth Trojan. And Trojan knocks down Sophia Lepore, but Lepore was called for the foul. And it'll be a free hit coming. Won by Elizabeth Trojan, played in by Alyssa Conklin. In soccer, they would have played the advantage, but they don't do that in field hockey. That's why a free hit. And it was a benefit of Mamaroneck that they restarted it, because Elizabeth Trojan and Suffern had numbers, and a free hit coming as that goes off of Suffern.
Let's go, Blue, pressure.
24 minutes to go here in the second half. This one will be brought up by Grace Fitzgerald. Had a couple goals, and I interviewed her after the game.
Go.
As on the roster, she's listed as Gracie, but she told me before the interview she likes to be called Grace, so. As Grace Fitzgerald gets called for the foul, and it'll be a free hit coming for Grace Fitzgerald will be assessed a green card. So Grace Fitzgerald with the green card, and it'll be look like after the player Conklin asked her, because for the obstruction, told the official it was obstruction. The official agreed with her, and she got the green card. So by obstructing her and not letting her play ball forward, so the official, the 2 green cards we have had today, the officials have been influenced by the players, and Ed, the Suffern goalie, was Suffern assistant coach on the first green card of the game. About 15 minutes into the first half was Aid Prevezana, the assistant coach from Suffern, said about the trip, and the official came in and huddled and was influenced that green card, and that green card there, Alyssa Conklin told the official it was obstruction, and that's a green card, and the official said agreed and gave the green card after she said something. So 2 green cards for Mamaroneck. It's just the first of 3 possible violations before an ejection. Green card, yellow card, and then if you get another yellow card, it's a red, and it's an ejection. So 2 green cards for Mamaroneck, Grace Fitzgerald and Megan Mullaney. On the talking and influenced by Alyssa Conklin. On the last one to Grace Fitzgerald, and on the other one, Ed Provenza got the call, the assistant coach from Suffern, against Megan Mullaney. So it'll be played forward here by the Tigers to Sophie Brill. And towards the box, and a great save by Alyssa Sanchez on a great shot by Lizzie Clark. Another good save by Sanchez, and once again, she has kept this game at 2-0. Looked like it was going to be 4-0 with 2 second half goals here, but 2 great saves by Sanchez have made it. She's up to about 15 saves unofficially. And that one will be played to Lizzie Clark, who has been robbed twice. And finally, Clark's goal is waved off as it was an illegal play. So Clark's goal does not count, as it looked like Lizzie Clark finally put one of her good shots home and got it by Sanchez, but it was deemed an illegal play by her, and it'll be no goal and still 2-0 here with 20 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. And it'll be a free hit foul on Suffern. Lizzie Clark will have it at 15-yard line of the football field. Clark will bring it back and go to rip it, but stopped for a second by Elizabeth Trojan. Played by Suffern, free hit coming for Mamaroneck. Second, Suffern actually, 3rd time in the game. Goals have been waved off. One was because it was from too far out for Suffern, and it was never redirected. Then that happened too far out from Mamaroneck, and redirected both in the first half. Not redirected, so they did not count. And then another goal was not redirected. The last goal by Lizzie Clark was because of a violation before I think the foul occurred by Suffern. So there's a penalty or a violation that the goal did not count, and they got a penalty corner. So free hit coming though now for Mamaroneck. 19:30 remaining here in regulation. Closest contest by far for Mamaroneck in their section for them this season. This one is they lost 3-0 to Lakeland and 0-0 tie against Rye, but they're both in Class B. 2 powerhouses. Top 3 teams in the section, the 2 in Class B, Rye and Lakeland. And to Bridget Knowles has it, the JV call-up. Stopped for a second by Suffern. And a foul. And a free hit. Fitzgerald will play it to Brill. Redirected by Clark, and a goal by Lizzie Clark. Initial save by Sanchez, but Lizzie Clark puts it home. And she had 2 really good shots stopped earlier by Alyssa Sanchez, but that one goes home. Sophie Brill with the assist on the cross, and initially it was stopped by Sanchez, but it eked on by her as it just dribbled by after she initially stopped it, and Mamaroneck leads 3-0, 11 minutes, 22 seconds of the second half on the goal by Clark. So Mamaroneck leads 3-0 on first half goals, 5 minutes, 2 seconds into the game by Paige Dennehy, which was assisted by Grace Fitzgerald. 13 minutes, 10 seconds into the first half goal by Katie Cotter, assisted by Paige Dennehy. And that last goal, Lizzie Clark, 11:22 into the second half, assisted by Sophie Brill. So Mamaroneck leads 3-0 on the big goal. Brill has it here. Clark calls for it. The 2 hooked up for the last goal a minute ago. And a penalty corner won by Mamaroneck. As it'll be played forward on the penalty corner by Mamaroneck. And this one will be played forward. Grace Fitzgerald wins a penalty corner. As this one will be played on the penalty corner. Fitzgerald plays it to Lizzie Clark. And no goal, as it was a foul against Mamaroneck. So another disallowed goal. It's 3 now for Mamaroneck. Suffern had one as well. This one will be played in, cleared out by Suffern. Grace Fitzgerald will come out, be assisted by Elizabeth Brissett, the freshman.
Come on, Blue.
Intercepted by Elizabeth Trojan. Megan McCarran had it for a second. Intercepted though, brought up there by Sophie Brill. Lizzie Clark has it now. And Clark will sweep it forward, redirected by Carly Shapiro from Suffern, and it goes out for a long corner coming for Lizzie Clark and the Tigers. This one will be played by Mamaroneck as we hit the halfway point of this second half. 15 minutes remaining. Foul, Mamaroneck free hit. This one will be played up, free hit for the Mounties deep in
Take your girl, Taylor. Take your girl.
This one will be intercepted by Mamaroneck.
Overlap. Way to go, Blue.
This one will be intercepted by Mamaroneck. Free hit coming for the Tigers. This one will be brought up by Mamaroneck. As it'll be a sub for Mamaroneck. As this one will be brought up. Crossed by Fitzgerald. Lizzie Clark gets it, plays it in the circle towards the goal, and a go out for a free hit. Bridget Knowles. Timeout, Suffern. We will be right back on LMC Varsity Sports with the final 12:30. Mamaroneck up 3-0. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, final 12:30 as the first timeout of the game, taken by Suffern. And that one will be played towards the goal of Suffern, saved by Sanchez. 2 saves by Sanchez, adding to her total about 18 unofficially. And it's still 3-0 Mamaroneck. This one will be played up by, it'll be played to the defender, Sophia Lepore. She'll play it up.
Go, Blue! Come on, Taylor, sprint!
This one will be brought up by Katie Cotter, or excuse me, no, that was Lizzie Clark who played it towards Mulaney, and it'll go out for a free hit for Suffern with 10:50 remaining.
Here you go, Kate.
This one will be played up by Suffern, and it'll go out for a goal, a free hit. As this one will be played at midfield by Suffern. One shot in the game for Suffern. It was a good save, though. It was a good shot, and Charlotte Mackey saved it. Came in the first half. This one towards the goal. Towards the.
Here you go, Kate.
As it played forward and a free hit.
Come on, Blue!
Initially played on to the official, and then played it up though to Alyssa Conklin. So they don't play much advantage, but I guess in field hockey they can play toward the goal, and it'll go just wide by Conklin, redirected. Timeout, Coach John Savage, and we will step aside. Final 9-10, 3-0 Mamaroneck here on LMC Varsity Sports. This one will be, as we're back here on LMC Varsity Sports, this one will be played up by Mamaroneck following the timeout by Coach John Savage. As inside 9 minutes to play. Suffern trails 3-0 against Mamaroneck. But they're trying to get their first goal, and they'll get a penalty corner. First penalty corner for Suffern here in the second half. They had like 3 in the first half. They like to, that one goes out, and it'll be a free hit for Mamaroneck.
Let's go, Blue!
This one will be cleared by Mamaroneck. They won't let it reach goalie Charlotte Mackey. And a played up there by Cassie Bedell. Another JV call-up. Grace Fitzgerald will chase after it, and it'll be before it goes out. And a long corner coming for Tigers. This one will be played towards the goal, and the shot is a great save by Sanchez, and another great save. She had to do a split on the second one. Great save there by Alyssa Sanchez, 2 in a row, up to 20 saves on the great shot by Lizzie Clark. 2 shots by Lizzie Clark. Sanchez has robbed her 4 times. And a redirect on a beautiful shot, initial shot. Lizzie Clark, who had been stopped a couple of times, she has a goal, assists on the great shot to Sophie Miller, and it is 4-0 Mamaroneck with 6:27 left in this one. So 23-33 into the second half. Sophie Miller's first goal of the game, had 2 against Arlington. Free hit coming for Suffern after the hit on the thing. Wasn't 5 yards in, and Gracie Fitzgerald gets a yellow card, her second green card, so a yellow card for her, and I'm sure Coach John Savage will just keep her out of this final 6-12, as that would be the smart thing to do, because if she gets another card, she's out. But 2 green cards, a yellow for her. But she was not 5 yards. She had to be 5 yards away from a free hit, but she was not, so that's why the official said it was a card. Lizzie Clark towards the goal, deflected, long corner coming. As wisely, Coach Savage has Fitzgerald on the sidelines, telling Lizzie Clark to take it is Coach Savage. So leading the way for Mamaroneck, goal and assist each, is Paige Dennehy and Lizzie Clark. Sophie Brill also has an assist. Grace Fitzgerald also has an assist. And Katie Cotter has a goal, and Sophie Miller has a goal. As 4:55 remaining. As that one, Clark plays it back towards the box, towards Miller. And once again, played up by Suffern. This one will be played by the Mounties. That one will go out off of Tigers as Olivia Golden played it forward. And this one will be intercepted, though, by Mamaroneck's Katie Cotter following the free hit. Cotter will play it forward.
Way to play. Take it.
This one will be played up by Golden, Olivia Golden, with 3:45 remaining. And Golden will have it. As Mamaroneck will advance, as they're up 4-0 with 3:30 to go. They'll play the winner of Horace Greeley, Scarsdale Horace Greeley is up 1-0 at the half. That was about 30 minutes ago on a tweet sent out by the Scarsdale Raiders fans Twitter account. So that game was 1-0 Horace Greeley, but it was about 30 minutes ago at the half. And that one is a rip wide by Lizzie Clark, as she really has a hard shot for the Tigers. That's a stop by Sanchez. Wisely, Grace Fitzgerald looks like won't be back in the game, as can't risk her getting a red card and then not being able to play in the sectional final. If you are ejected from a game per the Section 1 rules, no matter what the sport, in your next game, no matter what sport you're playing next, if you get ejected from a game and then your next sport is in a different season, you're suspended for that. So that was a high stick against Suffern. Dangerous play, but no call. So Lizzie Clark will come out for the remainder of this one. .220 remaining. Played forward, intercepted there. Near breakaway, but stopped by the last defender, Olivia Golden, was Elizabeth Trojan. Free hit for Suffern, looking to get another shot in the final 2 minutes. I know it was redirected on, no one was able to redirect it on Alyssa Conklin's shot, and for the second time Conklin's shot couldn't be redirected, and it just was untouched by the goalie Charlotte Mackey, so it does not count. 6-time goals did not count in this one. 4 for Mamaroneck, 2 for Suffern now, as we're inside 2 with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game. Intercepted by Mamaroneck. Olivia Golden, she'll play it forward, looking for Megan Mullaney. Mullaney plays it to Bridget Knowles, and the JV call-up can't get it any further, but it was played in there by Emily Mullen towards the goal. Knowles will try and save it. It'll go out. Free hit. 1:05 remaining as a couple of subs come in. They'll put Lizzie Clark back in, as it looked like she wasn't going to return, but she's in. And it's 45 seconds remain. Free hit for Suffern with 35 left. It's Caroline Trojan checked in. Intercepted by Allison Shepis. 15 seconds trying to send it in was Brianna Witt, Shepis, Anna Mooney, who didn't play, Carly Shapiro, Alyssa Conklin, Taylor Modica, Alexa Cardi, Riley Mallet, and Caroline Elizabeth Trojan all just played their last varsity field hockey game, as they were all seniors, as they all go and surround Mackey, who with just her one save. But it was 4 goals for Mamaroneck and none for Suffern, as they win this one on goals by Paige Dennehy, Katie Cotter, both in the first half. Then second half goals by Sophie Miller and Lizzie Clark, as Lizzie Clark also had an assist on Miller's goal. Grace Fitzgerald had an assist, so did Sophie Brill and Dennehy to go along with her goal. So I'll wrap this one up with a couple interviews. 4-0, Mamaroneck advances to the sectional final, as we will be right back with the post-game show and interviews here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here with Grace Fitzgerald. And Grace, it was a good game, probably a lot tougher than the 9-0 win earlier against Suffern this season, but a very physical game as well.
Yes, yeah. Well, the game at the beginning of the season, it was at their home field, and we passed around them, but this time they just really stepped it up. But I think we matched them and surpassed them in intensity. So.
Also a very good game. Probably one of the tougher goalies you guys ever faced. Sanchez, very good goalie.
Yeah, she was very talented. We hit her a couple times, but I think we learned to hit the post and get around her.
And what do you think the key will be? You don't know the opponent yet. Greeley and Scarsdale was tied 1-1 going into overtime. But the key against either one of those teams for you guys to win the sectional title and advance to the state playoffs again?
It's to play as a team and not as individuals. Sorry, not as individuals, and just to use our transfers and outlet passes, and just keeping on our stick and crossing, and just having great team chemistry.
Back here with Lizzie Clark, and Lizzie, you had some great shots today, but great saves by Sanchez, and you had that third goal of the game. Tell me what it's like playing against such a good goalie when you have a great shot and keep staving them.
It was definitely hard, and I had to adjust to her saves, learn to put it on the post to my other teammates, but we were able to get around her.
And you guys were able to advance next round. You either play Scarsdale or Horace Greeley. Have you guys played Greeley this year? I know you played Scarsdale.
Yeah, we played Greeley. It was a tough game on grass, and they're a good team, but we're excited if we get to see them again.
And lastly, you guys have 10 seniors. What is your team chemistry between your seniors? And if you can advance against the state playoffs, definitely leadership and seniors having so much experience with the state playoffs will help you guys.
Yeah, we have a great group of seniors this year, and this is the first time we've actually had freshmen on the team, and we all have a really good bond, and I think the seniors are stepping up really well to lead the team.
Back here with Coach John Savage. And Coach, 4-0 win. What did you think of today's game?
Well, it's a sectional game. The scores during the regular season are not indicative of what you're going to be facing. So a 4 win against a good team is, I was very happy with the overall effort in the first half. Second half, I think we relaxed a little bit and gave them some opportunities, which you can't do during sectionals. And fortunately, we didn't pay for it.
And you also, the goalie Sanchez was excellent. She was really made some great saves for them.
She's a very good goalkeeper. She's one of the elite goalkeepers in the section. And some of our shots were spot on, and she just got a glove out or a stick out or a leg out and made some fantastic saves and basically kept them in the game, because it could have very well been 7-0, 6-0. So I think she was the difference in keeping the score 4-0.
And a game like this will definitely help prepare you guys for your final against either Greeley or Scarsdale. But definitely going into that, what are your expectations?
Well, we know it's going to be a war, because no matter who we face, they played well. Scarsdale, 2 games were 2-0, and it was a well-played game by them. And Sharon does a great job with them, and the Horace Greeley coach, Sue, does a great job with his kids. I think the advantage might be our advantage if we play Horace Greeley, because they play on grass and we play on turf. So who we play, it's going to be whoever it is, and we're going to try and take care of business, and hopefully we'll look up at the scoreboard and be okay with the score at the end.
Back here on the postgame show, final score 4-0, 2 goals in each half for Mamaroneck. A good win once again, and good talk again, interviewing the captains Grace Fitzgerald and Lizzie Clark. Lizzie Clark had a goal and an assist, and 2 assists for Grace Fitzgerald, so big contribution from the captains once again, and they will play the winner of the Greeley-Scarsdale game, which is going on right now in the sectional final. It's 1-1 in double overtime, so the winner of that game will face Mamaroneck in a couple of days, and Mamaroneck improves to 16-1, and Suffern finishes the year 12-5-2. A lot of people to thank for today's telecast, including the CEO Eric Lewis, the COO Matt Sullivan, community sports producer is Mr. Rob Moretti. For the cameramen who did a great job, Xavier the X-Man Campo, Ray Marcelik, and Rob Moretti. For all of us here at LMC Varsity Sports, final score was Mamaroneck 4 and Suffern 0 in this Class A field hockey semifinal. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Charlie McGraw, and have a great evening.